Oi. Hello. I am not late. I am not late in the slightest. Let me get some music going soon. We will get there eventually. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. It's just pretty quiet. All right. So, how's it going, everyone? We are. How's it going, everyone? Oh no. Okay. I had a I had a stream open in the background, which was my stream. Not very fun. But so today we are going to be doing some game dev stuff. But before that, we are going to kill some time by doing the usual. And by the usual, I mean we are going to. I'm just trying to level out some audio stuff, but what we're going to be doing, by usual, is we're going to be doing some stuff here. We played some games. You could say that we're gamers here. All right. All right. So school org for moms and dads. So that's PTA. I'm pretty sure. I can never remember if it's 1A. Because there are people who always. There are people who I've seen with 2 S's and 2 A's. And. Ugh. Simple. I don't know. Rings. I have no idea where. Those are good social skills. Oh. Alright, I don't think this is right. Yeah. I knew one of these weren't right. It's. Oh, itty bitty. I don't know why, but I was thinking itsy bitsy spider. Alright. No, not sweat. Yeah. Oh. All right. Estelle saying overused. Tedious? No. (2024) Olympics, Paris. Oops. Oh. Time to scum it. Tact. Oh. I'm scumming it because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't care anymore. Wordle. Wordle's probably the only good one I'm at. Stale. Crump. Doing. Okay, so there's two. Swoon. There we go. Easy. Alright, next. Strains. Alright, give her the old college try. Test. Nope. Pleek. Leak. Work. Okay. Duke. Floor. Ah, dang. Vent. Among Us. Tense. Hmm. And if there's a E, you could have venture, but that doesn't make sense. Plow. Rice. Temple. Oh, that is a word. Very nice. Alright, man. Tone. Tons. Stone. Oh. Tough. Oh. I am confusion. Yeah, I'm not very good at words. Hey, how's it going? Let's see. I'm just doing some uh New York Time games because I can. Just to kill some time for the stream. Brown. Oh. Sensitive. Oh. I could have spelled it wrong as well. Hmm. Hey, that's good to hear. But you know what? Glad that you're making a name for yourself. Hmm. Look at the. Unfortunately, you cannot have 3-letter words because that is cringe, apparently. Um. Hmm. Sense. Unites. You. Oh. Uh, uh. Well, it was a hint, or it made progress towards a hint. Oh, we could. Oh, it's technically a different word. Fuck. What the fuck? So, anyways, I think Connections is a better game. Um, I actually, I actually hate this one. Oh. Um, Doug, I've heard this song enough already. Also, why is it not on shuffle? I specifically said to put this bad boy on shuffle, and it is not shuffling. Actually, I know what to do. At the risk of my stream getting uh another copyright thing again, because last time I played this playlist, there were 4 songs that apparently weren't very kosher. So I think what I could do is I I go through this playlist and I take out the ones that give me a copyright notice. So then by the end of it, I have a playlist that is full of songs that I can play on stream. I think that's the play. Alright, anyways, back to this now. Uh... Alright. Believe, trust. No. So anyways, I hear Bando's pretty good these days. 1982. Easy. Oh, I can already tell by the drums. Do you have I Want Candy? Nope. Do you have Kickoff or something? Nope. Because I think the bass line's gonna go bump, 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 bump. I could be wrong though. I feel like I can get it based off this one. But I'm not 100% sure. Oh no. I thought I could. I can't. Yep. You know the worst part is that I always like the more I listen to it, the more that I listen to it, the like further it escapes from me. Oh, man, I just don't know. All right. Well, I think I've wasted enough time anyways. So, what I want to get into is creating games. So that's what the plan is for today. So, um, Give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right. So the plan for today is simple. We are going to make a game. What game, you may ask? Well, there is a short from Pirate Software, aka Thor, where he talks about this. Here, let me pull up the video real quick.
First, what we like to do is we choose.
All right. So, this is going to be the video.
What we like to do is we choose a game, right? The kind of game we want to make. We make a game design document for this. Then we have the parameters for the kind of game that we want. We choose an engine because the engine's going to allow you to make the kind of game that you want to make. Then after that, we choose a language because the language is chosen based on which engine you have. So by doing it in this order, you are able to make the game that you want to make and you get to learn a whole lot of stuff. Usually you don't choose the engine first because that doesn't make a lot of sense because you're like, well, I want to use this engine to make this kind of game. Wait a minute. And you find out you want to put something in the game that doesn't work with the engine anymore and now you've wasted a bunch of time. So it's best to go from the top down. Always the best.
All right. So, that's essentially what it is. That's how we're going to like lay out our structure for making a game. And the first part is the game. What kind of game do we want to create? So I want to make a first-person game, similar to Mirror's Edge. So if you've ever played Mirror's Edge before, I don't have it installed, but if you've ever played Mirror's Edge, then you should know how like the mechanics of that game work. So I don't want to exactly make. Well, there isn't really a good way to go about making a game that isn't essentially a Mirror's Edge clone, because Mirror's Edge is solely parkour, and that's the kind of game that I want. And the game engine that I want to use, originally I was going to use Unreal, but that primarily uses a lot of blueprints and stuff like that. At least a lot of the stuff that I see online. And I actually want to do some programming. So the software that I'm going to be using instead is going to be if you've worked with games before, then you know it, but it's going to be Godot. This is the engine that I'm going to be using. So we have Godot 4. I don't know how good Godot is for the artist side. Um, I don't know. But I'm going to use Godot for um making the game. Reason for Godot, pretty lightweight. I believe it's also open source, but I could be wrong about that. At least I thought it was open source. We could have the C# support, but I don't really see using it. I mean, this is if you're like coming from Unity and want to do Godot, but I personally have never used or seen any reason to use C# when making it before. I'm actually curious now. Is Godot open source? Okay, it is. Yeah. So originally it was either going to be Unreal, which I I don't really want to deal with blueprints. Like blueprints is fine and everything like that, but a lot of the problem comes down to is uh if I want to learn how to do something in C++, it's not going to be there. Sure, there's GD script that I'm going to have to deal with, which isn't C++, but it's fine, in my opinion. So we'll do Godot 4, and we'll continue on with that. And now that we have Godot downloaded, we can go ahead and let's extract it, and we'll put this bad boy on our browser, or not browser, our desktop. Uh-oh. Actually, no, it's not that bad. We just have Godot right there. So what I'm going to do instead is make a folder specifically for Godot. Godot. I know that some people have said Godot as well. I've only heard it pronounced as Godot. So that's what I'm going to continue calling it as. Where is it? Here it is. Godot tutorials. What the fuck? Extract. Godot. Extract. There you go. What's this supposed to be? I have no idea what this is. Oh. Should probably get 7-zip at some point. I need to re-download that ever since I reinstalled my operating system. Alright, so we need to make a new project. Oh, that's louder than I remembered. Alright, so. Oh wow, look at this person. First time chatter, first time banned. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Take that, bot, you stupid idiot. Alright. So we need to make a game. Or need to make a new project. Alright, so we need to, let's see, you cannot save, yeah, that's whatever. We're going to save it, where should we save, should we also save this on the desktop, or where should we put it? Let us We'll do it on desktop so I can see it, that it's there. We'll just name it something simple like Godot project. Alright. Set current folder. And then what should our project name be? Alright, we're gonna look up a parkour name generator. God damn, Rule, calm down. We are making the game. We haven't even started yet. Alright, so we need to figure out a name for this game. Which I have no idea. Alright, alright, I don't have time for you. Yeah, don't have time for you, so. Hmm. I have no idea. I have no idea what to name this game. Hmm. I am lost and confusion on what I should name this game. I'm trying to like look up at other uh parkour name games and I ain't getting much. Why is making a name so difficult? Oh, I want a good name. I also like just want to use a one word, but more than likely that word's already been taken for another game. Like I want to do Journey, but Journey's already a game name that's been taken. What if I just like used two synonyms. I'm looking at uh some of these like synonyms, and one of them where was it? Oh, man, where'd it go? Yeah, one of the suggestions for um one of the suggestions for uh what's it called? One of the synonyms for jump, for whatever reason, it listed quiver. Maybe I'll do that. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna name it that for the time being and move on. All right, create and edit. And now we have to wait for this bad boy. All right, so we are going to make a 3D scene. All right, so we are going to I need to open up Trello. So I need to create a new board. And then pivot. Okay. Oh, I'm just stupid. Great board. Why is it not letting me create a board? Hello? I'm Confucian. Uh, delete that. Also delete that. Actually, can I make a new workspace instead of the current one that I have? Alright. I need to remove some people. We'll remove them. Because I don't know who they are. Remove that man. We'll remove her. Fuck, what? I don't remember who this one was. Oh, no, I know who. Never mind. We'll remove him. And we'll remove him. I'll move her because she didn't do anything. Alright. There we go. Now we are no longer over the amount of members. Alright, there we go. Alright, that took way longer than it should have because of issues that I was having. Alright, so this is what we got going on right now. We are going to want to have we don't want to have gameplay. Art. I mean, art is here. Instead of just doing gameplay as a whole, we will break it down instead. So, because instead, we would have had. Can I change the board background? Well, it's not that big of a deal. So, when it comes to making a board, whoops. All right, so when it comes to making a board, we have like our things that we want to do. Um, if I were to just do gameplay in just one, let's make this a bit thicker. If we were to do gameplay in just one, then that means that we'd have movement. We'd have skills or whatever. And we don't want all of that. So what we are going to do instead is we are going to let's rename this. Let's go go character. Let's go environment. I'm trying to break this up into as broadly tasks as possible. At least for me, because the reason for this, if I were to just do gameplay, then there might be some stuff that's in the character and some stuff that's in the environment that would go under one big thing. So like for character, I want to get walking. I want to get running. I want to get crouching. I want to get let's see, walking, running, crouching, sliding. Actually, here, let's make this more specific. Let's do sliding on ground, because some people may misconstrue like sliding like on the ground as wall running. Wall running. Environment. We have, I don't know, boxes. We have cylinders. What we consider springboards. And then for boxes, we can add extra detail to it. So boxes would be let's go cubicle or rectangular shapes that the player can run across. All right. Cylinders. Oh, actually. We'll replace shapes with objects. All right, cylinders. I could have them. I could have them be able to run across them, but that'll do some weird physics stuff. Because the reason for it is, if I were to, so let's say that, let's change the color to white so it's probably easier to see. So this is a top-down view. So top down. So if we were to have a square or rectangular shape, the player can come at it and wall run, and they'd either be able to jump off or they'd be able to run along it and then get off when they're no longer able to wall run. If you're to do that with a cylinder object or some circular object, what would end up happening, because we need the player, so we'll have this right here, we'll have this right here. We need to have the character to attach to the wall before dismounting. If we were to use that same logic on a circular item, then what would end up happening is that they would attach to it and then just kind of go around it. There could be a way to detect it where when they come across the wall, if it's a flat surface, then they can wall run across it. But the thing with circular objects is that they're not 100% circular. They have a bunch of different points where the character could like briefly detect one of the quote unquote flat points, or they'd be able to detect a piece that isn't fully circular. Like there wouldn't be an edge or anything like that. So they'd briefly be able to detect it, and then in short, we just want it so the player runs into these and not wall run. So that's what we're gonna end up doing. So we'll just say unable to wall run, but will wall run, but will have collision. Springboards. So these are, when I say springboards, if you remember in Mirror's Edge, you'd have this big object followed by a littler or smaller object right next to it. And when the character would run to it, this kind of shape pattern right here, they'd be able to go up and gain extra height. So that's the idea when I say springboard. So I don't think I want to add springboards just yet, actually. I think I'll rename this to floor. And very simple. What will a floor be? It will be a floor would be just surface player can stand on. Or more specifically, default surface player will stand on. Well, can stand on, because maybe you don't have a maybe you don't have the player start off on the floor. Maybe they start on top of like a boxes or a building or something. So we'll just save that. Player walks. Player moves with W. Save. Player moves moves faster when left shift and W are pressed together. Crouching. We'll say player moves slower while left is pressed and height is lowered. Sliding on the ground. When player is running and speed is above a certain value, allow player to slide by pressing left cardinal. What did I say that? And then we'll put an extra condition in here as well that if speed is below a certain value, probably have this at 0. If speed is if speed is 0, actually let's make this more concise. So when players running and speed is above a certain value, allow player to slide by pressing control and slowly decrease their speed. If speed is below, we'll have this on another line. If speed is below a certain, no, I said if it's around 0. If speed is 0, then have player in if speed is 0, then have player switch to crouched position. Alright, and then while running, when character is running and above a certain speed, have character jump and allow to wall run on quote boxes. Have the character affected by gravity and reduce their speed. What I'd say would be a good speed to no longer wall run. Because we don't want the character to have the same speed of wall running the entire time. At least I don't think. Because when you think of wall running, when we think of wall running, we don't think of the character to be able to hop on here, be affected by gravity, and not keep the same amount of speed. I think if we were to wall run, we'd get on there, and then we'd lose speed because we don't really have a solid footing. So I think it's best that we don't have it the same going in as coming out. I think coming in should obviously coming in should have a lot more speed, and coming out should have a less speed. I think that's just simple physics. I think that's how that would work. So I think that's the play. I think that's what we'll do. And I guess while we're here, do we want to have a difference between walk and run? I guess it doesn't hurt. And then while we're also here, we should also add jump. So we'll move this up towards the top. I think these are the most basic mechanics: walking and running, or walking and jumping. I think those two would be the best. I might just take out walking and have running as the default, because I think that's just the best option. Especially if it's going to be a parkour game. I don't really see a reason why we should walk. And if we do need to walk, we can just crouch. Yeah, I already said that they move slower. While left cardle is pressed and their height is lowered. So jump when let's see, when player presses space the player goes up, and when the player presses space, the character goes up and falls down from gravity. When player places space, the character will go up and. All right. And then I think I'm actually just going to remove walk. Now that I think about it, like if it was an action game, then I could see the purpose for walk and run. But if it were solely doing a parkour game, then I don't see a reason to keep this. So let's just open up the card and delete this. Is there not a way to delete it? I could have sworn that there were a way to delete cards. What if we just archive it? Good enough. Alright. So running player move, let's see. So we'll reword this to character slowly increases their speed. Character slowly increases their speed by pressing W. Max speed will be reached after a few seconds of holding W. Save. So we got running. We got jumping. Got crouching, sliding, wall running. Do left side jump and right side jump. Actually, we'll call them hops. When player presses H, no, not H. Why did I say H? When player presses A and space, the character will hop to the side. Will hop to the left side. Right side hop. When character or when player holds D and space, the character will. Well, how do I write it in? I'll just copy this. When player presses D and space, the character will hop to the right side. All right. Let's see. So I think that's most of it for the character side. For environment, we don't really have much going, but that's okay. There was something that I was doing in one of the character ones that I thought I could have added. But I'm not 100% sure. What do you consider wall running? Would you consider wall running something that you could do? So the thing about wall running is, okay, obviously there's the side to side, but would you also consider going up it wall running? There's part of me that's saying yes, but also there's part of me that's thinking that's more of scaling. But I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I think what we should do is this instead. I think the way that we should go about it is parallel. When character is running above a certain speed, and wait, oh, when character is running above a certain speed, have character jump and allow to run on boxes. I think we should clarify this as to being parallel. Because if you were to, because the way that in my mind it's worded right now is that if we were to, all right, so top view again. Whoops. Top view. So if we were to have a box, the way that it's worded is that the character can come from this side and they can wall run, or they can come from this side and wall run. So I think we need to specify that the character needs to be parallel and not perpendicular. So I think I'll have wall run and a wall climb. I think that's how I'm going to distinguish the two. I think that's how I'll do it. So when character is running and above a certain speed, have character jump. And allow when character is running above a certain speed, and is parallel to boxes. When character is running at above a certain speed and is parallel to boxes, and character jumps, allow to wall run on boxes. All right, now let's read this full thing out to make sure it makes sense. So when character is running above a certain speed and is parallel to boxes and character jumps, allow to wall run on boxes. I think that makes enough sense. All right, so we'll save that. So I think I'm going to organize this from at the top is going to be the easiest, and then towards the bottom will be the hardest. So I think sliding shouldn't be too difficult, in my opinion, but we'll have that later. And then wall climbing. All right, and then we're going to have this. When character is running, when character is running and we'll do this. When character is running and above a certain speed, and this one is going to be perpendicular. I don't know how to spell it. Perpendicular 2 boxes, and character jumps allow and when character is running and above a certain speed and is perpendicular 2 boxes, and character jumps allow character to wall climb on boxes and then parallel to boxes, character to wall, run wall climb then we'll have completed. All right, so this is all that I have for right now. And then what we want to do, so we have our character, we have our environment. Another thing that we can add is eventually we could also add combat. And this would technically be part of character. Do I want to implement combat? Go ahead and archive it for the time being. But I think that this is a good baseline that we have right now. Reason for it is because we have everything that we want our character to do. We have a nice baseline. I'm trying to think of like what else. Oh yeah, environment. We'll call them dead zones. And fall zones. So dead zones, those are essentially what dead zones will be. Those will be if player is able to access this area, reset the actually we'll say if player is able to access this area, kill player. All right. Then fall zones, if player falls for too long. Kill player. Here, we'll have that. All dead zones. I think that's how we'll go about it. So we have our running, we have our environment, we have our completed list. There could be other things that we could do as well. But I think this is a good baseline. I should note that I will not stream all of my developments. Only on Mondays are going to be the days where I stream what I've done. Or what I'm doing. So like you can consider this as like sprint 1 or whatever. But I think when we like recoup on next Monday, I can go over stuff like what was done and everything like that. And I think that would be good. Trying to think of like anything else that I want to add, but I think character, environment, those are really the two big things. I'm trying to think of like anything else that could be done. We'll do this. We'll have basics. We'll have basics over here. Move forward. Move backwards. Move left. Move right. Do not allow player to jump again until player is in contact with the ground. I will move jump into basics. Character moves forward when pressing W. Player moves back when pressing S. Oh shit. Player moves left when pressing A, and player moves right when pressing D. So we got our basics, got our character. What other basics do I want? Should I have crouching as a basic? I feel like I should also have crouching as a basic. Should I have... Here, we'll have this. We'll have character actions. We'll have character combat. Punch. Kick. When a player presses left mouse button, character will punch. I'm trying to remember if Mirror's Edge controls attack, fire guns, open doors, interact. Okay, so I'm trying to think if I should have let's go back into our history. Yeah, that's turn log, that'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, there isn't a left. Well, actually, there is a left mouse button. We'll archive these two for the time being. Jeez. We have open doors. Open. Let's go standing open doors and running open doors. Environment, I guess we'll add doors. Thin rectangular shaped object that opens on a hinge. Standing open door when standing fast open door when player is standing in front of a door. Press left mouse button to kick open door. When character is running at a certain speed and approach a door, press left mouse button to slam through door, slightly reducing speed. Yeah, right now this is just like the planning phase of making the game. Also, how's it going, Krona? I don't know if I pronounced your name right, but yeah, right now this is just the planning phase of the game. Taking a lot of inspirations from Mirror's Edge. So yeah, right now we have like the basic movement. We have character actions. Eventually move forward will get adapted into running. And then with the jump, that'll be implemented to left side hop and right side hop. Because when making a game, for those of you who don't know, when making a game, you want to try and break it down into as many simple tasks as possible instead of just because you could technically just like for basics, you could just like lump all of these together into just movement, and then you just kind of get overwhelmed with all the stuff that you have to do. So it's best to break it down into what those movements are. So, one of the tests that you do is move forward in movements, because when it comes to movement can be classified as going at minimum 4, technically one direction, but there's um there's going forward, there's going backwards, there's going left, there's going right, and then this is coming up towards us, but there's jumping as well, and then there's also crouching as well. So it's easier to break it down into as many tasks as possible. You may think that's worse, but at least for me, breaking it down to these smaller tasks makes it a lot easier to manage than instead of being like I have one task and have like 5 to 6 different things that I need to do with it. Um Instead break down that one task into smaller tasks. And then once those smaller tasks are done, then it'll once again be a lot easier. So like this could be considered basic movement, and then character actions that could be considered advanced movement, which is all considered as movement. So it's easier to break it down this way. And then character combat, I'm gonna leave this for the time being. I'll probably get around to it. What kind of game am I going to be making? I plan on trying to do a parkour kind of game similar to Mirror's Edge. The game engine I'm going to be using is going to be Godot. Originally, I was thinking Unreal, but while yes, Mirror's Edge was made in Unreal, I want to try something a little bit more lightweight than Unreal. So that's why I'm going with Godot. I could use Unity, but I want something that I'm less familiar with. And when I was getting towards the end of the semester last year, so I believe fall 23 would have been the last time I I was getting a bit more comfortable with Godot. So I kind of want to try a bit more with that. So we have our basic movement, we have character actions, we have our environment. Combat, I'm still thinking about if I should do this. We'll get there. Here we'll do another one. We'll do environment basics. So what environment basics will be, so we'll have our floor. We can also call this terrain. And then player model. First person view. So player model. We'll just use a pill or a cylinder shape. I think pill is like the more common shape when it comes to what kind of object we should have. But yeah. So I think we'll just refer to it as a pill. Well, we'll say pill slash cylinder. Cylinder shape to represent the player. First person view. Have a camera attached. I cannot spell today. Have player camera, or have a camera attached to the player model. I think that's really about it. How about this? We'll say have a camera attached in front. So the reason why we're going to have it in front of the player model is because that's how it will be for a first person. If it was attached behind the camera, then that would be considered 3D. This is also another reason why I wanted to do Godot as well. I mean, could have done the same thing with Unreal, but Unreal, they have templates for first person and third person. Call me what you will, I want to do it myself. I want to know how it's done myself. I mean, you could also technically do just a empty world in Unreal, but a lot of the times people will just use the template. So this is how we're going to do it. So this is how we are breaking it down. So we'll have the floor/terrain. These will probably be the most basic ones to do. These will probably be some of the ones that get knocked out first. Then once we have these done, then we'll have the basics. Then we'll have character actions, and then these two could probably be done adjacent, or not adjacent. In tandem, whatever. Ow. But I think this is a pretty good start. Just trying to break it down as much as possible. It's also starting to rain a lot here. Not that that has to do anything with developing the game, but just as a sort of breakdown of how we go about doing this. As floor/terrain, that's going to be very basic. Player model is going to sit on top of that. If we really wanted to, when we get the player model set down and there, then we could probably start implementing some of these basics if we really wanted to. And then when we have these basics done, then we could implement the first person view. The forbidden indie dev structuring. You know what? Everyone has their own methods. I'm sure you guys already know who Pirate Software is, but Pirate Software, aka Thor, worked at Blizzard, then at Amazon, and his structure is just using Excel. And his game is much bigger scope than mine, and there's a lot more tasks, but it's essentially kind of the same layout. You just want to break down those those big tasks into smaller tasks. A big stretch. And when you break down those big tasks into smaller tasks, it's, at least for me, I find it a lot more manageable. Because if I just have basics, I already said this before, but movement is like my prime example of how things go. But But I think that this is a pretty good start. And then hopefully by next Monday, I'll have a lot of this stuff already implemented. Because it's getting close to usually when, yeah, like 15 more minutes. I'm trying to think of like anything else that could go on these boards. If you don't like, at least this is another thing. If you don't like having a digital version, then what you could do is buy a whiteboard, a large whiteboard, and sticky notes, and have them as different colors, and have each of those sticky notes represent a different task. So like if I were to have character stuff, could probably have that as green. Environment, I could have that as blue. So I think I might color code. Do I want to color code it? Oh yeah, also another way that Thor, aka Pirate Software, does his. I don't know if you're able. Yeah, Pirate Software is right there. Pirate Software. Dev. Because I know that there's one where he goes over his Excel sheet. I don't remember what one it's called, but he has one. And it's just his Excel sheet. Oh well. Oh well. Not too big of a deal. But I don't really think there's much else that I could really add. What other stuff can you do in Trello? Because I've never really used it too much before. I know that you can add colors to it, like labels. Well, yeah, labels. I could do blue. I could do blue for environment. I think I might do that just so it's easier to view. So when I open this up, I can see the colors immediately, and I will be able to notice what ones are what before even having to look at the titles. So, actually, am I able to do this? No, I can't. Oh well. That's fine. And then we'll have all the character stuff. Well, like I said, I'm going to set these as green. I'm going to try avoid using colors that are too similar to each other. Because like these two, red and orange, what's that, yellow? That's yellow? Ain't no way that's yellow. That is too pale to be yellow. But these two colors, red and orange, they look almost identical to me. Why? I'm red-green colorblind. So we'll do this. This is why I am a coder and not an artist. I mean, technically I could be an artist, just not with color. Because I'd fuck shit up so bad. Sneeze. Ugh. I have unsafe changes. What? Alright. Let's label all these bad boys up. Technically, I could change it from... Ooh, colorblind friendly mode? Hell yeah, I love colorblind friendly mode. Alright, now that it's colorblind friendly, I think actually what I'm going to do is... What is this, red? What if it has red? What if character stuff is red? Because I can reserve green for completed tasks. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Labels. Man. Why did I do this? Why didn't I notice that there was a colorblind friendly mode earlier? Boxes that was considered environment. Well, all this was environment, but blue was considered environment. I just saw boxes, and I was like, yeah. Right. If you don't believe me, color blindness test. I think this is the one that is usually used. Alright, let's start the test. Oh, easy. 8. 7. 8. I can barely see that, but I think that's a 3. 4. 9. I can barely see that, but it's a 2. 1. I think that's 7. There ain't shit there. 4. I believe that's 2. Nothing there. 2. I see something. I can't tell if it's a 3 or if it's a 5. Oh, okay. We'll go 3. Oh, is that a 1? Oh, another 1. Is that 2? It's hard to see. I think this is a 3. 4. I feel like I should see something, but I'm not. I'm gonna say nothing. No thanks. Test results. Yep. Red-green color blindness. Hell yeah. I think some of them I was able to like guess. Because it was, oh, I'm strongly deficient. Hell yeah. Alright, Corona. Thanks for stopping by. Get some good rest. Make sure you drink some water on your way out as well. Do some nice stretching. But I think that's going to be a lot of... Oh, how'd I miss this one? What was this? Running up? I think this was... Yeah, there we go. I think that's everything now. So, I don't really think that there's anything left for me to do when it comes to all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I don't really have anything else going on. off the top of my head. So I think that's really about it. I think we'll call it here, at least for the dev stuff. And then bring up our schedule once again. So we got our Monday, we got our Tuesday. Here. I'll actually do this instead. We got our Sunday, we got our Monday, got our Tuesday, got our Wednesday, got our Thursday, our Friday, and then we got our Saturday. SASU. Alright, so for each of these streams, yeah, whatever. So each of these streams, Tuesday, got no stream. Wednesday, we got no stream. Thursday, no stream. Friday, no stream. Saturday, we have from 9 a.m. to, I don't know, 9. We'll go with 11. We'll just have our starting time. 9 a.m. CST. We'd be playing games. Gaming. Sunday. 9 a.m. at the latest. Once again, be gaming. And then Monday, 9 a.m. at the latest. This time I started at 8. Actually, yeah, we'll say 8. 8 or 9 a.m. These are going to be our dev streams. Our game development streams. Here. Let's take this out. And we'll say all in Central Time. All in Central Time. So this is what my schedule is going to look like from now until, I would say, end of August, because when September comes around, that's when I go back to school. So I think this would be a solid stream schedule until then. But I think that's really going to be about it for me. I'm going to go ahead and log off. And thanks everyone who came by. Oops. And I don't really have anything else. Yeah. Just be on the lookout for when I stream. Either sub to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch. Since I stream on both those channels. If you're on Twitch and heard me talking to people who weren't chatting, I was talking to people on YouTube. YouTube, if there wasn't any chats and I was talking to someone, it was because it was on Twitch. I got a whisper yesterday. Found it very funny that someone thought that I wasn't looking or I was reading a different chat when in actuality I just multi-stream, and that's really about it. Fucking got him. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for you guys for watching, and hopefully I have hopefully I start making more content. At least that's the plan for this summer, is that I do more YouTube stuff, more streaming stuff. I was going to say Twitch stuff, but just streaming in general. More Twitch, more YouTube, streaming, whatever. But that's going to be about it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye.